up, what up, what up? This your boy Oshin. This is Oshin's View. We got a ghost. We found the ghost. We found the ghost. Little brother Devin Epps is back in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on? Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm back.
You already know Willie Negro, jack of all trades.
Good.
And 95%, Greg.
Oh, he's been doing well.
G defense, yes.
He's been doing well.
Great.
He's been doing well.
He's been doing well. He's been doing well, filling in. Speaking of not doing well, social media, I blame y'all. Y'all have broken up Keke, Palmer?
Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson.
Sorry to that man.
If you've been looking online the last few months, I'm just summing it up. Keke went to the Usher concert in Vegas, the residency in Vegas, with her cheeks out, sheer outfit.
Ass was definitely out.
I didn't personally think it was nothing too much wrong with her outfit. But clearly, DJ did. And he basically said, you're a mom and all this other stuff. So they had a whole back and forth. Usher was serenading her and everything. Fast forward through all that.
Pelvis to pelvis, might I add. They were serenading each other. That's a very important detail. They were not just singing across from each other. They were sharing the mic, pelvis to pelvis.
And that matters.
It matters.
That matters.
It's context.
Yes, definitely context. So, I think maybe 2 days ago, it comes on over X, not even Twitter, X.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I think that whole X shit is like the key gateway to like XNXX, the porn site shit. Because that's what it's turning to. But that's the story. That's not the story. And don't ask me how
it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's a cesspool. X is a cesspool. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
So, with that being said, Keke Palmer is now going to be Usher's new video boyfriend, which I never even heard the song or whatever. And she's in the video, but they made a big deal about it. But now they're broken up because they said Darius Jackson, his campus said he's moved on. And here we are. Social media is going back at it again about they're taking sides of who's more right, who's more wrong. According to what Darius was talking about, he's a man of morals. He wants certain representation for his family. And he doesn't feel that Keke Palmer was giving him that. Because I don't believe this one incident did it. I believe it was more incidences, but I think this might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. And he curved her, but Keke, the crazy thing about it is, I want y'all to jump in, they got a 6-month-old. So I'm kind of looking like this is kind of tough early too.
Yeah. Honestly, it's corny. Both of them. They're both corny. They're both very corny to me. Keke with this, I understand you want to strike while the iron's hot, but to jump in this into the Usher's video, kind of like salt in the wound. Honestly, for me. I feel like with Darius, he was corny for trying to address his lady over the internet. Like there was just a bunch of corn on both sides. And I'm glad when this one moves out of the cycle. I feel like Keke Palmer is one of those who was kind of a black talent. We appreciate the things she's done, Aquila and the B, but this is the first time she's had a real taste of the limelight. And she went a little crazy.
No, but the thing about it is, Aquila the B was a second ago. She's a grown woman now.
No, I'm meaning that she's been in the spotlight for a while. She's been around, but she hasn't been on the tips of everybody's lips.
That's because
this is the first time this has happened.
That's because Nope was trash. I'm just saying, like, we talking about it. Nope was trash. That joint was terrible. I'm watching these Hollywood actors out here. They throwing a lot of duds out there. So I'm agreeing with you in terms of striking while it's hot.
Yeah.
I guess this would be considered hot because Usher didn't help it by reaching out and being like, would you like to be in this video? You know what I'm saying? Because Usher is not going to mess with her.
And
like
also, go ahead.
What she do though? Like, she went to the Usher concert.
Yes, she went to the Usher concert.
It's hard for me, like you said, it has to be more because it's hard for me to believe that you can't get past that. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, all right. Like, not unless like, yo, she really fucking Usher, like, or had in the past.
Right.
Then I understand it. But if you go to the Usher concert, you show your ass a little bit. All right, you're a little salty, but yo, it's hard for me to believe that you can't get past that, especially with a 6-month-old, and especially if your relationship was a real relationship.
Right.
My thing is, she just had a baby with this guy, but how long was they together? Like, because Keke Palmer is
like 30
erratic though. Like, she does crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so like, if you gonna be with her, you gotta be with her. Like, she gonna do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I don't understand this. Yo, I'm a principled. I got morals. All right, but that's a spectrum. Like, everybody got morals and they different. So when you decide to be with a chick and have a baby with a chick, you don't understand. You don't see where her morals align. Like, that's weird to me. You know what I mean? That you did not like kind of vet this out. You know what I mean? Because whether you with her or not, she family now. That's the mother of your child.
Facts.
And if your morals don't align, they just don't align. It is what it is at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's corny to do the video, but if y'all not gonna be together, hey man, let me get my clout chasing moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if they're not together and she made the video, then, that's what I said. It's more of kind of a salt in the wound type of thing. And then the song's whack. Ush. Like, at least do a hot song, Usher.
It's no love. It's no love in the club.
It's none of that. It's it's nothing. It's going to be like, I couldn't tell you a word of it. I couldn't tell you the melody to it. I couldn't tell you the hook.
And that's crazy because I'm an Usher.
Yeah,
fan.
and I like Usher. I'm an Usher. I like Usher.
Let me say for Usher though.
Yeah.
I would be totally content if he never put out another song.
Facts.
I could ride with his catalog right now.
Yes.
At this point, I think putting out more music can only hurt his legacy.
Yeah, because
it would have to, like, his
groundbreaking.
fire
Right.
is like so far up here that it's almost inevitable to fall short to that.
Like T-Mac on the Pistons. Like, just nasty work.
Doing?
Yeah,
like,
it's nasty. Yeah, it's nasty.
It's like AI on the Grizzlies. Like,
it's gross. It's gross,
like,
Ush. Yeah, it's gross. Yeah.
Like, his work is already solidified. Like,
right.
he got the residency is already crazy. He could ride that out for another 20 years probably.
So is that the rule? Is that the rule? Like, if you have a residency, you can't put out new music? Like, shit, like it's...
It might be the rule because Celine Dion.
Yeah, she can't put out no new music. Like,
exactly.
Ain't nobody
she
checking
did
for
that residency thing for a long time. She did that for a long time. Yeah. So, what do you think about that? Yeah.
I think that should be the new rule.
That's the rule.
Hey, yo, because
from henceforth,
they make a lot of money off these residencies.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's not young.
Yeah, and you gotta earn a residency. This is like, it's your farewell tour almost, but everybody comes see you.
Yeah, certain stuff is just classic, bro. Like when you got classics, you just ride the classics out.
Right.
Just ride them out. Like, you don't need to. You don't need to be out here with these young kids.
So Chris Brown, he's like the new king of R&B.
Facts.
I got a little, as much as I want to say yes.
How are we arguing this?
It's not an argument. This is my thing.
Please.
This is my thing.
Please.
I like Chris Brown.
Yeah.
He sold some records.
It's undeniable.
But this is my thing about that crown.
Uh-huh.
I kind of think his crown was retrieved because it was vacated. This is what I mean by it. Just follow me for a second.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I feel as an R&B super power, you have to have at least that one album that's your defining album. And if you're lucky, you did it twice. So this is my thing.
He got those.
But I don't think he got the sales to say that that's what it was. For example, 8701, which I thought 8701.
Greg, pull up the sales. Pull up the sales. Pull up the sales.
Yes, while you're doing that. I thought, this is what it is. I thought Usher's 8701 and
Confessions.
Yeah. That rivaled, and I'm not saying it's better, that was his version of him doing Michael Jackson Off the Wall, and then coming back with Thriller.
I get it.
You
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. So while they have like, that I feel like Usher was the last of those kind of runs, because you got to understand that Chris Brown has become the king through hard copies, and now digital platforms, and now streaming. Now
I don't know how much he came from hard copies though. But go ahead.
It was early 2000s with Chris Brown. He's 2004, 2003. He was selling Ayo. Like,
I'm not saying he wasn't selling records, but I'm looking like those albums were diamond selling albums.
Yeah,
Chris Brown is going diamond.
Chris Brown got some diamond. I'm not sure if he's going, but I'm sure cumulative that their numbers.
No.
Diamond records.
One album.
Okay, yeah, but what I'm saying is Chris Brown has had sustained excellence. While he hasn't had the two big joints, he's had it's like LeBron. LeBron's never been a scoring champ, but you look at his cumulative record.
I think one time.
Maybe one, but when you look at at the cumulative, record, he's the scoring champ.
But that goes.
How are we arguing facts here?
Because I'm up here looking for the
No, you got to be around. Come on, damn. If you can't,
Let's go. Chris Brown told us so.
If you can't find the shit, oh well.
My bad, Greg. Yeah, my bad.
Yes, he definitely is. Because I'm looking like, especially when I got the damn light just shining at me and I don't see it.
All right, but this is the problem with Chris Brown. We are in a digital era where albums just aren't really important right now.
Facts.
Like, it's the single era and the streaming era. So you put out an album with 30 songs on it so it can stream. But when you got 30 songs on the album, it's hard for a 30-song album to be cohesive. It's hard for it to be a cohesive body of work. You see what I'm saying? So the cohesive body of work is like confessions and stuff. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
That's a cohesive body of work. So we not going. It's hard. They judge by a different metric now.
Well, I'm judging you on how many times you kept saying cohesive, because Dev didn't say nothing to you when I said precipitous. Y'all killed me the second time I said it.
All right, I'm gonna give you the Chris Brown stats real quick. All right, celebrating over 12 years in the music business, Chris Brown arrived on the scene in 2005 as a 16-year-old with his hit single "Run It" from his debut album. Since then, he's racked over 30 million worldwide album equivalents with 11 million album sales, 75 million track downloads, 10 billion audio streams, and 6.6 billion video streams. He's garnered 6 number one singles, 2 on the Hot 100, 4 on Hot R&B and hip hop songs, 13 top 10 hits on the Hot 100, and 37 top 10 singles on R&B and hip hop songs chart. Adding a coveted Grammy award to his collection for Fame, which I feel like is one of his best albums. Fame and X. Chris Brown is a recipient of over 40 awards, including Billboard Awards, Artist of the Year, Top R&B from BET 4 years. He's got Best Male R&B for MTV Music Awards and Best Choreography for Turn Up the Music in 2012. Who's Chris Brown's competition over the years?
Yeah, right now.
Right now, he's got, right now?
Yeah.
Not right now.
Jacquees?
Don't do this.
No, sorry. His contemporary. So we go Frank Ocean. We'll go, what's my guy name with Neo. Neo was around. And a slew of, R&B guys are kind of here. The guys who really had the standing power is Neo, Chris Brown, Usher,
Trey Songz,
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx
is he's a name in R&B. Right. He's got a Grammy within the past 10, 20 years.
I get it.
So who's bigger than Chris Brown?
Huh?
Who's bigger than Mario?
No, but what I'm saying is
what
I'm saying is it's kind of by default. Like, it's not. It don't hold the same weight. Like, he might be the king now, but it don't hold the same weight as like.
It's his fault niggas suck. Like, that's not his fault. Niggas suck. Like, it's nobody else around. Like, he's still doing it.
I think y'all are not arguing. I think y'all are debating two different points, because you have some validity. What you're saying is not his fault, but at the same time, the people that held the crown, it was one of those stranglehold type things. It's like, y'all gotta wait. Look, we don't care how good y'all are. Y'all gotta wait this tidal wave out.
That's what we're doing right now. Who's fucking with Chris Brown? You gotta wait. You gotta wait until Chris Brown is whack. There's nobody else in R&B that anybody's checking for.
That's almost
until he's deemed whack.
That's almost like that's why it's vacated.
He's the king. That's what it is. He's just the king. Yeah, cocaine head, snowball head, Chris Brown dancing ass is the king.
Why you gotta
it's the
do
king.
all that, though?
Because what?
So
Bobby Brown did cocaine. He was the king.
Okay,
it's part of it.
Put this.
It's part of it. James Brown did cocaine.
Because I'm glad you brought up Bobby Brown because that's my point. And Chris Brown, his biggest feather in his hat is the fact that he has sustained what he's doing.
Yeah.
But we talking about your peak. He hasn't had a Bobby Brown peak. He hasn't had an Usher peak.
His peak,
he hasn't had a
peak got robbed because he fought the Jamaican girl in the club.
I want to finish that.
Go ahead.
He hasn't had a Bobby Brown, an Usher, and R. Kelly peak. Like those peaks are just undeniable. You see what I'm saying? Like that. Chris Brown has an undeniable run, but it's like Will said, that started. It's like, well, who's there?
So like,
The nigga dropped a 30-song album, and everybody was like, okay, cool. We'll listen to it.
we did, but my thing is this. This is what I mean by. This is what I think O means by peak.
Okay.
So if you look at it on the women's side, it's like competition. Like it's Beyonce.
Yeah, it's thick over there. Yeah, it's thick over
You
there.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like she has a peak, but it's still like it's still hitters out. It's still Rihanna out there.
Yeah, it's still Erykah
You see what I'm
Badu.
saying?
Yeah, it's still they out there.
You know what I
They
mean?
out there.
SZA
Yeah,
is
it's
on
out
the-
there.
you
Right,
see what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like,
Yeah, they out there.
But right now in like male R&B, it's like nobody like to challenge. Like I think it's wide open.
Because he's so good.
Nah, I think it's wide open. I no, don't get me wrong. I like Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I still think it's wide open. I think
You think that-
somebody can come around and I'll be like,
Okay,
nah,
so
he's
so what are we looking for in a great R&B singer?
huh?
What are we looking for? We're looking for great
music. I'm
great
still-
music.
I'm different, though.
I'm looking for a vibe. Yeah, so you're looking for
I think SZA got 2 great albums.
yeah. So I guess in this reign, the contemporaries would be what, a John Legend. He's dropped a great album. Get Lifted was a classic to me. It's a masterpiece to me.
It is. It's better
yeah.
than Chris Brown albums.
It's better than any of Chris Brown's albums.
Yes, and they was the same time.
And he's-
Be real.
and he's nowhere
You calling that man the king?
and he's nowhere nearly as famous as Chris Brown.
That's famous. I get it. I know he's young, and he's doing coke, and his girl was
Okay,
Rihanna.
so
That's what it is.
like I'm saying that John Legend was able to drop a flawless album right when Chris Brown was popping, like right there. That's literally when he was doing popping, 2005, right? And where's John Legend now?
Oh, living, man.
Yeah, right.
Kids.
And he ain't making no goddamn music because ain't nobody checking for it. He might do a Rick Ross hook every once in a while.
Oh, that's cool, but he don't want to. Like that's all right.
He doesn't want to. You don't think John Legend wants to be more famous than Chris Brown?
First
Not
off,
right now, John. Let's make
he's
45.
everyday people.
Hey,
Ordinary
Ordinary
people. Because everyday
Ordinary
people is
people.
Arrested Development. But I'm just saying, he's ordinary
That's
people.
facts.
Yo, my thing is, we can go with circles. I get it. Chris Brown
Is the king.
I can
R&B.
give him a vacated. I can give him a vacated crown. I give it to him. Vacated. I give it to him. Chris Brown has a vacated crown.
Begrudgingly, I don't like it.
But
I like Chris Brown. Like, come on, go ahead.
Just
Chris Brown ain't no Ice Spice.
Hey, yo.
He ain't no Ice Spice.
Yo.
He's not.
Yo.
He's not the 50th best
First of all,
all
I got a
time
question for you.
MC
Before
ever.
you get into your
Please.
into your Ice Spice, I just want you to really just delve into the feeling that you had when you found out that she was on the list, because as a New Yorker, of the top MCs
Rappers.
of all time.
All time.
New York MCs of all time. And she was
time.
number 50 on that list.
50.
As a New Yorker, what did that do to your heart?
First off, I was disgusted, and I'm going to say it again. Disgusted was that's an
Understatement?
Thank you.
Yeah,
it was an
yeah.
understatement.
Uh-huh.
Because I still say to this day, the day that they put out that she's number 50 all time, New York rappers, I can attest to you that I literally walked past probably 100 people that day, and I believe all 100 of them rap better than her. That's for one. That's for one. Let's just clear that up.
She's got some slaps, man.
This is the crazy thing. She's 50, and I don't want to go through the whole list.
Yeah.
And Styles P from the Locks is 47.
Wow.
Put this. So without going into the list that she shouldn't even be on, Just look at that.
Styles at 47 is kind of crazy.
And he's 47.
Yeah, Styles at 47 is kind of crazy.
He ain't too far away from that. Like, the list is crazy. But like this, all I know is...
It is of all time, right? It's all time.
They have... Listen.
The entire Furious 5 is in there.
They have MF Doom at 15. Y'all know that I am a rap connoisseur.
Mm-hmm.
Gun to my head, I cannot tell you one MF Doom lyric.
MF Doom had a cult following. He did.
Very much so.
He had a cult following, and he was like one of those. He's like a Tech 9, like one of those underground artists.
Very much so. That's your comparison point.
That just made money off of their cult following. They had this like. They had a grasp of
very niche
of their fan base.
Yeah, very niche. Very
was
niche.
he good?
He was all right.
Number 15?
He was all right, bro.
Yeah, he was. He wasn't terrible. He was not terrible.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't 15 either. That's my whole thing. The list, first off, we know what the list is about.
Yeah.
And I heard she has a powerful manager and all that. So
she got to.
She must.
Yeah, the way these looks.
It's complex. It's complex, the magazine. So they're feeding to it this whole, the young and the new and stuff like that. She should not be on any list that Jay-Z is on. Like, if I'm Hove, I might be like, yo, take me off of this shit. Because clearly this is not for real. You have her on a list that I'm on. That's for one. But I'm going to give a preview till I listen to the album.
Uh-huh.
It's 22 minutes long. And I didn't listen to it one time.
About 12 tracks, right?
No, it's literally 12 tracks, but two of them are videos.
Yeah.
So that's
right,
it's the same song.
Right.
So you take those two away.
Yeah,
each song is about 2 minutes and 10 seconds long.
Very much by design. Yeah.
And I didn't listen to the whole album once. I listened to it twice.
Okay.
Just to make sure I knew how trash it is.
A fair shake. Oh, never mind.
Make sure
now,
she's a baddie.
No. Oh, she first off, she lets you know she's a baddie.
She's a baddie and she do what she want.
She lets you know she's a baddie in every song. But before I go in on her, let me give my shots out to the Little Kims of the world, the Foxies of the world, the Eves, and those rappers back then, the ladies back then. This is the whole thing about it.
He did a disservice. He did a disservice there. He did. You know what you did. You know what you did.
Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
No, not really, because she's part of this one. But she's not part of this. She's part of this. But Nicki,
Nicki be rapping.
No, I'm not calling her whack. I'm not. No, she has her run.
But she's still responsible. She's responsible for Ice Spice.
What I'm saying is, she's kind of responsible for
most definitely. I agree 100%. 100% I agree with that.
Because of what Nicki does physically. Now, Nicki can rap.
Yes.
So I'm not going to disrespect her like that. She can rap. But the reason why I brought up Kim and Foxy, because the rumors used to be that they had writers.
Right.
And I'm cool with that. But it's not even hindsight now, because we've heard reference tracks back then. We've heard things. So I'm cool with that. My thing is this. Okay, we get it. Y'all want to market this young girl as this, that, and the third. She's going to use her sex appeal. She needs a writer. And that's the part that's killing me. She doesn't need a writer. She needs a writer.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like that. Because my thing is, her writing her own raps is not going to do it. She has literally, she has the same cadence on every song. And like this, as I'm listening to it, I'm trying to shock myself, hoping I hear something different. And every single time,
is a New York drill.
Yes, she's a drill rapper. She's a New York drill rapper.
While I 100% agree with you with the repetitive nature of the style of her rap, it doesn't mean it can't be successful. Like, because for the life of me, I listened to country grammar growing up, and we took a road trip or whatever, and I listened to country grammar like maybe 3 or 4 times over, and I was like, yo, this is the same song over and over again. And
Grammar?
Country Grammar.
Nelly's album,
Country Grammar, is the same goddamn song over and over again. But the point I was making with it is that doesn't mean that it can't be successful. Like, Nelly just sold his catalog for 50 mil.
Okay, so my thing is this. I'm glad you said that. So what are we talking about? Are we talking about, put it this, so what makes somebody good is their success?
No. But
No, I want him to see that.
Yeah.
So is that what it is?
Yes, it's an element of it because the point of making music is to appeal to a mass product, is to appeal to people. So if she can
selling music is to appeal.
sell, and is that not what she's in the business of doing?
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like yes, at some point in time, with as much success as she's had right now, she deserves to be on that list.
She has success.
She what?
She has success. First off, she has success. What's her success? What's her success?
She's got how many, like, Greg, I will go to you on this, but I'm not sure. No. She's got top 10 hits. She's got hits already.
What, 2, 3?
Yeah. She's been out how long? This year?
50 all time, bro?
50 all time. So you're going to tell me that you can run through 49 people on that list who have charted higher than Ice Spice has in the 6 months she's been
I don't
out.
care about that. I could chart 50 to 75 people that are just better rappers than us.
Yeah. And where are they? It becomes, it's about mass appeal. It's not about mass appeal.
For 7 months.
Facts.
This is trash.
Facts.
She got 2 minute songs in a popcorn culture.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
There's a lot of and that's why it's called popcorn culture.
Watch
because
this.
everybody's out there, right? And she was still able to rise.
But watch this.
Yeah,
watch this.
Go ahead.
Will said she's been on for about 7 months, right? Your argument is the success. Yeah, exactly. Your argument is the success, right?
Yeah.
Watch this. All her songs that she got now, not one of them are bigger than Hot Nigga from Bobby Shmurda. Not one. But she's number 50. So let that sink in for a minute. As much as you said success, she doesn't have a bigger song than that at all.
Is Bobby on the list?
No.
Okay.
See, and this is what I'm saying. Thank you. See?
Okay. A point was made. A point was made. A point was made. A point was made. A point was made.
Okay.
A point was made. Okay. All right. Let Bobby get another joint, though.
Okay.
Let Bobby get another joint.
No, he got Bobby bitch.
Yeah, he does. He does got Bobby bitch.
And he went to jail and came out with shit. I'm just saying, I'm going to save the killing of Ice Spice because my thing is this. On this hand, I want her to have success as an artist. I'm agreeing with that. But on this is my artistic side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this is, come on. Her whole cadence is, you're a baddie, you know what I want. You got no front. Like literally, I'm looking like, yo, if that's how she wants to rap, she can come to us right now. We will finish her whole album in about 2 hours.
All the hard parts in the song is when the beat changes. Like,
it's the same beat that changes.
Yeah.
It's the same beat that changes. And I tried. The reason why I listened to it twice is because I listen to albums twice because I don't want to hear, you just get, because you really can't get all the nuance.
Maybe you missed something, right?
But it was really nothing to get nuanced about like that. And she's going to have success, but I think put it this, right now I believe she's on minute 7 of her 15. I think she's on, because once the album drop, it's not going to do her justice.
I think, what I think is, talent in art can only be judged by longevity, and not the longevity of the artist, the longevity of the art.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
So
100%.
So like, we still go and listen to it's certain songs that's still being played from the 80s.
Facts.
From the 90s.
That still
rap songs.
That still resonate. Yes, that still resonate.
2000s. I just don't see right now one Ice Spice song that will be played in 2027.
Munch might still make it.
I haven't heard that song in a long time.
And on top of that, I could agree with Dad was saying Munch might make it. And the reason why I'm not going to give you full pushback on Munch making it is because if somebody comes out with another word, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
If somebody comes out with a bigger...
She named it. She named it, yeah.
No, but she's somebody coming up with another slang away from that joint being out the way.
Right.
Because,
Facts.
you see what I'm saying? So if the whole thing, he a Munch. Okay, cool, this is cute. You hate grown women. Oh, he a Munch. Until somebody else comes up with another slang word that's a little more powerful, now they're no longer Munch. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like that. Since we on it, like I said, Hip Hop 50 just passed. Shout out to my man Melly Mel.
Hey,
he apologized to Eminem.
Don't show him out.
I don't believe
Don't show that nigga out.
Eminem. This is my thing. I was mad at Eminem because Eminem, I'm like, why would you respond back to Melly Mel? And
Because he's Eminem.
He gave him how many bars?
he gave him about 6 bars.
6, 7 bars. Yeah,
The best line that Eminem said in that joint when he was like, he said, they say they don't play my music in the clubs because I don't perform there. And I'm like, if he just said a little more lyrical, I was like, but I like the line.
Yeah.
But I went back home and the arguments, see, people like to bring up him. I like him. I'm a fan of him. I think the Marshall Mathers LP is a great album.
Mm-hmm.
This is my problem I have with him. Superman, the
Marshall Mathers LP,
the show.
Slim Shady LP was good too.
Eminem show. I
Eminem
thought
show
that
was solid too.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, he's got 3 or 4 of them joints.
3.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, 3, yeah.
First three.
First 3, yeah.
First three.
No, the first one is Infinite. That's not the.
Okay, back.
Yeah, Infinite, yeah, right.
The joint he on.
Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP,
It's
Encore,
Shady, Marshall Mathers,
Eminem show.
Encore, right.
Those 4.
Those are the 4,
Finish your
right.
quote.
Go ahead, yeah.
So this is my thing. So when they was like, yo, it's a few things that I just don't like that's associated with him. For one, my biggest issue is when they like, you don't like him because he's white. No, I actually do like him. This is my thing. Stop ignoring that he is white. That's my thing. Let's stop ignoring that he is white because him being white matters because content matters in terms of where he can go. That's my first point. Second point is this. He's not held to any standard but rapping. No other rapper is held to that. When you're black, you gotta have a look. You gotta have a swag. We demand those club records. We demand those ladies records. We demand all that from our black artists. But with him, oh, well, he don't gotta do it. He's a spitter. And this is my third point, because I saw you roll your eyes. This is my other point. When they say nobody wants it with him, I got a problem with that. Because when somebody tells me, let's talk about fighting, and we're not gonna get on there. To me, if somebody steps to me and say, if somebody comes in this room right now, and there's 4 of us, and they say, which one of y'all niggas want to do something? Who want to shake it up? And none of us say something, it's easy to say, none of them niggas wanted it. But Eminem doesn't pick on nobody, but yet everybody, won't y'all say something to him? And my argument be, he don't say nothing to nobody.
Right.
So why does everybody have to attack him? And he gets they don't attack him because they don't want it. No, they're not attacking them. They're not saying nothing because he's not saying nothing to them either.
But all right.
Go ahead.
A couple things.
Yeah, please.
Eminem is white.
Yep.
And but I just don't like that people use his whiteness against him. Eminem is dead nice at rapping.
Facts.
He's dead nice at rapping. He has always been dead nice at rapping. And when you say they don't hold him to the same standard, it's because Eminem is white.
Yep.
His audience is white. So he's appealing to a white artist. What you said is the point of selling music
is to appeal
to an audience.
Facts.
He's not appealing to the same audience that not totally the same audience that a Jadakiss or a Jay-Z is appealing to.
Facts.
They want to hear him digging holes and putting people in it. They want to hear about him popping pills back then. You see what I'm saying? We wasn't on that.
That shit, right.
We was on fly talk.
Yeah, I would say, and that for me is what kind of solidifies Eminem as a top rapper, is because he wasn't doing what everybody else was doing and was still able to have that success. Because even if we weren't listening to it, like, then we wouldn't have seen it. But Eminem's music was inescapable for a while, and
he got his whole career is based on 12 songs.
Okay, it's niggas out here who don't have 2-3 songs.
Yeah, no, the whole thing is this. This is where I'm not feeling it. For the simple fact, a white man is always going to prosper in a black man's medium. We already know that. White people buy records.
No, because but the novelty of
these are number facts.
But the novelty of Eminem
facts.
rapping, the rapidy rap.
Black people, we buy clothes.
Yeah.
We buy clothes.
Yeah.
White people buy music.
Yeah.
So that argument of the success.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
argument of success Yo, he's going to thrive. Why do you think, like this, for the same reason, I'm glad we all educated, so I don't even have to break it down to y'all, because y'all gonna get it.
Right.
We've heard white chocolate.
Right.
There's no vanilla black. You see what I'm saying? There's no that. Anytime they do anything remotely close to us, it's extra, but we don't hold them to the same standards.
So the novelty of that was the 8 Mile movie, right? That was, the white boy can rap. He's in this black, this black setting, and he was able to succeed from that, right? So that was the novelty of that. But once we got over that, he still had shit left.
I don't think Eminem cannot not rap. I think he's nice. This is the thing that I have, and I won't cut you off. This is the thing. I'm an Eminem fan. I listen to his shit.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and this is from as much without trying to. I'm not trying to disrespect him. Eminem's music is pizza, and what I mean by that is this: when you eat pizza, 2 hours later, what you got to do? Take a shit, and then you're hungry again. It doesn't fill you up. Like this, he gets a lot of credit for being technically nice with rapping. And my thing was this: being technical has never been a thing for black artists. I don't want to hear look how he bended the word. He said the syllables, the billables, compillables. No, we've been doing that. But we don't get credit for that.
It doesn't fill you up. But it does fill somebody up.
I'm gonna say like this with white people. I'm gonna talk for white people. And I'm gonna talk about it. This is my thing.
Talking for white people is insane.
This is my thing.
Go ahead.
This is my thing. You know what Eminem is?
White.
He's their dog in the race. That's it.
Goddamn right.
He's their dog in the race.
No, he's not. Because there's mad white rappers. There has been mad white rappers.
I'm glad. See, I didn't see. No, hold up. I'm glad you said that, because the same way I caught Devin, little brother, with the Bobby Smurda stuff, and normally you're a little too sharp. You don't get caught with these. You said he got mad right. It's mad rap rappers, right? Name me the one that had a Dre stamp, a black stamp. None of them, because only ones that did their thing that got a stamp was who? Dum 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 dum. Beastie Boys. That's it. Everlast didn't get a black stamp. Milkbone didn't get a black stamp. No other white rappers get black stamps. All the ones, the two that got black stamps, only two that succeeded: Beastie Boys and Eminem. Third Base came in second generation, so they don't really count because they came in second generation. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand that. But it's a reason that he got the stamp.
Exactly.
Why? He was dead nice. He was better than all of the other white rappers.
Exactly.
And most of the other black rappers.
Yeah,
let's just be real.
That's what we not understand.
He got put on because Jimmy Iovine had brought him to Dre. Let's say the whole story, the context. He could have gone away after Hi My Name Is.
Hi My Name Is, he could have gone away after that if he wasn't dead nice. That's what I'm saying. Yes, the novelty of the white guy who can rap, we cannot deny that. That is exactly how he got on. Yes, Dr. Dre saw this white dude eating black rappers up in Detroit.
Jimmy Iovine.
Whoever saw it. Whoever saw him, they saw him. And then once he got on, he could have been imposter. He could have been informant. He could have been fucking Third Base. He could have been.
Third Base had a good album.
They had a good album, but where the hell are they? Did we not mention them? We're not mentioning them. Okay, but he could have been MGK. He could have been these dudes. What I'm saying is, once we saw him, all those other guys, once we saw them, they fell. MGK had a black stamp. MGK had a black stamp. He just went rock and roll. Yes. MGK definitely. Your man's.
Right,
and that's what I'm saying. Because he's not nice.
No.
Because he's not nice.
First off,
he got a funk flex for freestyle.
Y'all want to keep trying to dismiss the whole Jimmy Iovine taking him to Dre. You know why he took him to Dre? Because Aftermath had nothing. He was their only flagship artist. Jimmy Iovine told him, look here, you get this white artist who can rap, we'll give him that. Your level of saying how nice he is one thing. What I'm saying is this: we can't ignore the fact of Jimmy Iovine understands business. Yo, you need to get this dude if you want to get the label off the ground.
But that's the key.
Yeah.
Okay?
You have to have something to allow.
No, you think this white artist?
It didn't matter. They
So,
had
so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I know you want to think. So you mean to tell me Dr. Dre, before he saw Eminem, never ran into no nice black rapper? He didn't run into one.
He did. And he had all them.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. Get him.
They wasn't nicer than him.
Exactly.
How do you know? First off, that's a made up scenario. That's a made up scenario.
I got you. The scenario. Here it is right here. Boom, I got him. You know what? You know who all those nice black rappers are? They all over the 2001 Chronic. All them niggas are. And none of them niggas is nicer than them.
What are you talking about?
Exhibit, fucking
Exhibit
Corrupt,
only had
Bust. Yeah, they had careers, and they all had the Dre stamp, and nobody is more successful than him.
Exhibit had a career before Dr. Dre.
What I'm saying is, you said talented black rappers did Dr. Dre give a chance to. Every guy on the Chronic, 2001, the most anticipated album of all time, had a shot.
What I'm saying is this.
And M is the one who took the ball and ran with it.
Y'all missing the point. All I'm saying is this. It was by design. You needed this white rapper. That's the novelty. A white rapper that can rap.
I acknowledge the novelty.
Yes,
but it didn't have to work.
Exactly.
It worked because he was nice. And
it worked because Dr. Dre was involved. Y'all know how the machine works. You got put it this. The same way, what's his name? Irv Gotti. When he was like, yo, I started getting whispers. He's with DRE. He's with M. That's when he was talking about 50 being down with Slim Shady and them. He said, Joe, look here. This nigga's rapping, but hold up. Because Irv is an exec. He said, wait a minute. This nigga 50 is with Dre. He's with Jimmy He mentioned Jimmy Iovine for a reason. He said he's with he's with Dre, Jimmy Iovine, and Eminem. We got a problem because he's on the business side of it. He knows what's going to happen to him because 50 understood. If 50 would have just been down with 50's shit, it wouldn't have been the same thing.
Yeah, because when you match great executive power and machine
with
great talent. That's the formula.
Exactly.
The talent has to be
What I'm saying is
50 Cent
the same
makes songs better than almost anybody.
The same way that there is a rapper, every fucking rapper has a gimmick. They all got a gimmick. That's how they get here. That's his story. He was a drug dealer who bought his
gimmick?
Yeah, that was his gimmick. He was a hustler who had $1 million. He had $1 million before he started rapping. He was rich before he started rapping.
That's not a gimmick.
That is his gimmick. That was his thing. That was his thing. The Reasonable Doubt. That was his story. Yes. 50 Cent's story is he got shot 9 times. Eminem's story is he's a white rapper.
Well, I can go for
Dr. Dre's story
for this 9 shots thing.
That's his story. Dr. Dre's story. He was a strip club DJ who was producing for the hood. That's his story.
That didn't do anything.
That's his story. He was around music. He was around the streets. No, he wasn't a stripper. He did the beats for strippers.
That's just he was a DJ inside the club.
But that's his story.
But that's not a gimmick.
No, it's not. It doesn't have to be a gimmick. That's what I'm saying. That's how they got on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but what I'm saying is everybody has a gimmick. The talent is what separates them. Everybody has a gimmick. Every white rapper out here has a gimmick for being a white rapper. That's how we get our eyes on them because they're white rappers. But then after that, after you hear the first track, which can be put together by a machine, you gotta keep coming. And Eminem kept them coming. 4 albums worth, 6 albums worth. 4 of them were hot.
First 3 were good. That was it.
Hey, scrolling on the good old Facebook as I do from time to time, and just realizing how doomed the human race is. Like, sometimes you see some things that are stupid, and then you see things that are just beyond the scope of imagination. But this is the one that took me over the edge. It says, as soon as a man, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read it verbatim. As soon as a man asks what I do for work, I'm turned off instantly. It's got the green like yuck face, like she's about to throw up. I would love to hear what you had to say on this one, Ace.
Well, I try to keep them clean now because I want these reels to keep doing what they're doing, monetizing. But Beeps is running wild.
Hey,
so
at 40 over, that's the first thing I thought about, man. Hey, gotta put a leash on her, man.
Yeah, put a leash on her. She running wild.
Running wild, man.
First off, I almost got attacked commenting on somebody's page that posted it. And I put my comment was, I was like, but men only ask this after y'all ask what we do. Like guys, and so I was told, no, the new age dudes don't do that. These days, guys are asking that. And I'm looking like this. Let's just say I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole. Right. Let's just say dudes are asking women what they do for a living. What are we talking about? How is me asking you? I thought this was part of conversation.
I thought so too.
Small talk.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so what do you do for a living? Turn you off.
I can't stand when a nigga asks me what I do. Is you gonna pay my bills? Why are you even asking me something like that? Really, honestly and truly, her reply to this was, I run 2 businesses and work for the state. I take care of myself. So why ask if I'm not even with you or asking you? It's weird as fuck. Because I could care less what you do unless you're my man. Ew. I also would like you to know that 1.2 thousand people like that statement. Like, niggas is doomed.
This is the thing about that too. And I'm not gonna attack her fully about the business, but this is my thing. I see this whole entrepreneur thing is getting on my nerves. And I'm gonna tell you why it gets on my nerves. Because unless you're thriving, I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't respecting what you're doing. Now this is my thing. Let me rephrase that.
Okay, all right.
Don't put it out there as if these businesses, because there's a lot of activity without achievement going on.
Right.
So
don't be a notary and braid hair and then say you got 2 businesses.
And you work for the state. On the low, it sounds a little contradictory.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. On the low. Because I'm looking like, it sounds like what you're doing entrepreneurial is not bringing in no money, and the state is
really funding a dream.
You really got a state job. That's where the insurance, that's where everything is at. That's where your money's at. I work.
I got 2 side
Thank you.
What was I saying? I'm a notary, and I do Amazon. Every once in a while.
Exactly. So I'm looking
business is booming.
And you got not 1, 2 businesses.
2 businesses. Yeah.
Businesses. The young lady where we're at, she has businesses.
Yeah.
She ain't picking up no state check.
Nah.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
She's getting her checks how she's getting it with entrepreneurship and the spirit of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
this ain't no cash apps.
All this, whatever. But this is my thing. Never mind what you may do or not. I'm paying my own bills. It's funny how women poke their chests out about things that they tell us we can't poke our chests out about. For one, the infamous, I pay all my bills. You know what I say when women say I pay all my bills? You accrue them.
Right.
You accrue them.
They're your bills.
I would hope, but like this, I pay my car note. I would hope you would, because they're going to repossess it.
Right.
I paid my rent. I hope you would, because they're going to evict you. Like, don't pat yourself on the back. Damn, about to break your arm doing it because of things you're supposed to do because you accrued those bills. They act like, women be acting like we just gave them these bills and said, here, these are your bills now, take care of it. And you like, oh, what am I doing? He threw everything at me. He threw a mortgage. He threw insurance. No, this is what you did. You signed the lease on the car, the house, everything. But you want to poke your chest out. The whole thing is this. Y'all know why I say, I know Negro want to jump in. Right. Y'all know why I stand with it. I'm going to say it again because I'm going to repeat it until I'm blue in the face. All y'all women out here that keep talking about what dudes got to bring to the table and all the money, them dudes is out there. They not hollering at you. That's the fact of it. Yeah, and some of y'all look dumb good on the surface.
Yeah.
On the surface, you look good, so we get it.
Only on camera.
But guess what? Them dudes that's really got the bag, they see nothing but yous all the time. They see great looking women all the time. They looking for something else that's going to separate, because they looking like this. Come on, man. Yeah. I get bad chicks all the time. Facts. What you gonna do to separate yourself? And let me help y'all, ladies. The separation I'm talking about, that man that's super up, he can give a fuck if you got all these businesses, because he's up. He's gonna take care of you. So all this, I'm a baddie, I'm gonna do what I want. They don't care about none of that shit.
Yo.
They don't care about none of that shit. Go ahead, because I'm on one tonight.
I'm gonna address the obvious though. I'm just gonna address the obvious.
Go ahead.
So if you don't care what somebody else does for a living unless they're your man, how do you get a man? Like, I'm asking you this because I'm just want to know about you. Right. Maybe I want to add to what you make. Maybe I just need you to be available. Maybe you got 2 businesses and stuff, and I can't deal with that.
Right.
I got bread.
Maybe we do the same thing. Right.
I got bread. I don't want you to work all these work for the state and have 2 businesses. I need you to be available for me.
Right.
Maybe that's why I'm asking you. Maybe it's just small talk. Maybe because what you do for a living don't really tell you how much money you have or how much money you make.
And what you do for a living doesn't define you.
Right, but it does tell you a little bit about you.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It might tell you, hey man, you work with kids. Oh man, you got a heart. Oh, you work for the state. Oh man, you work hard. Do you like your job?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What you do for a living.
It opens up a conversation.
It's not the same question as how much money do you have or how much money do you make. Now you only think that because when you ask,
that's what you're looking
for. What he does for
you're asking how much money do you really make?
Right. That's what you're asking. You know what I mean? When we ask it, we just
want to see what you do.
I want to know what you do every day.
I'm just trying to paint a picture. That's it.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Yo, we all been out there at a time or whatever.
Right.
Yo, how many times have you ever spoke to a woman and was like, you know, what do you do for a living? And were blown away by what she did? TikTok. Not really.
Right.
Like, the only thing that kind of, now I'm gonna keep it on you. If you're in some type of entertainment, it's a little intriguing.
Right.
But other than that, I'll be assuming all women, most of y'all women, y'all work. Women work. They have jobs. I don't care what the job is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, I'm pretty sure you're maintaining yourself.
Right.
And that's what dudes be wanting to hear. But the killer part is, but to go back to what you said, unless you're my man. You know what that almost sounds like? And it's, to me, at least in my ears, that's the woman that says, I'm not affectionate. I don't do all that touching and stuff.
Right.
And I be like, well, how does a guy have sex with you? How does he even know he's in the mood or can get you in the mood? Because chicks, and I had one chick one time be like, you know, just whip out and stuff like that. I'm like, word? That's it? You know what I'm saying? Because
ma'am, you are a victim. That sounds like
just whip out.
That sounds like assault. Nigga, like, yo, niggas going to jail for that. Like, yeah.
First off,
2023.
First off,
whipping shit out.
First off, a chick just talking about when the chick told me, well, I was like, well, how would you, if you're not affectionate, how would a guy need to know that you're in the mood, you want to do something? And she tells me, just whip out. So I was like, hold up. I said, now, I don't know what's going on with every other guy. I can only speak for myself. Now, me personally, the minute I know that I'm going over, I'm up. I'm standing up. But if you just sneaking and we just chilling and you say whip out.
Right. Yeah, I'm not ready for that.
I don't know.
Ain't nobody ready for that. Ain't nobody ready for that.
I don't know.
Hey, right here. Pop quiz. Somebody pop quiz me.
Man. My team, the Philadelphia 76ers, is in peril.
Process.
My guy, James Harden was my guy. He said that Daryl Morey is a liar, and he'll never play for an organization that Daryl Morey is a part of.
Yes.
That, and then Embiid kind of disassociated himself on social media with it.
Oh, he hit him with the unfollow?
Yeah.
Damn. I was trying to figure out how to be knowing when people unfollow and follow and all that other shit.
Yeah, they watch that. They watch that.
They pay people. They monitor it.
That's the new holdout. That's the new thing with new stars.
Oops.
My question is, do you think it's some credence to what James Harden said?
This is my thing. He keeps saying he's a liar. He still has yet to say what he's lied about. So it's all speculation for me.
Yes.
This is where I'm speculating at, though. One thing I know about liars are this. You don't become a liar overnight. That's for one. That's just my thing, because since he hasn't told us directly what he's lying about, this is what I've come to. You don't become a liar overnight.
He's not the first person to say Daryl Morey's a liar, though.
But this is my thing, though. I don't think if he's been lying, I think he's been lying since Houston. He's been lying since Houston. But the problem is, I think this time it either came down to, it's the same old why. Money. It's always the same old why.
100%.
And, you know, you got these new contracts out here, these collective bargaining agreements, people are getting all this money.
Glad you brought that
James
up.
Harden is getting older. You know what I'm saying? That clock is ticking. He's trying to cash in. I don't think he really cares too much about a championship ring, and I don't want to talk for him like that because, of course, he would like to win. But at the end of the day, it's still a business, and it's about money. You know what I'm saying? Because this is it. After this, yes, you'll get paid more money. You'll be doing things, but this is your career is over. Like that's the ill thing about sports. Like you're gonna get. Somebody tells you right now when you're living a regular life, and I'm just stay with me for a minute. You live in a regular life. Somebody tells you, yo, in the next 4 years, you're gonna make $100 million, but after that, you won't make any more money.
Right.
It sounds like, oh, that's nothing to do. That's easy. Give me that. Until you've accrued bills that are about $6-7 million a year.
Yeah.
And now you got this $100 million that we're saying you're not going to get paid anymore. Now you can get a job, you can do other things, but you're not going to get this level of money anymore.
And not to mention other people who are living off of you as well.
Exactly. So my thing is this. I'm not gonna give James this stigma, but I don't really give him he always has an axe to grind. But there is an undertone of you're never happy. Somehow you talk your way into these situations, and when you get to these situations, now all of a sudden there's something. We've seen it in Houston. We've seen it in Brooklyn. We're seeing it in Philly. And we didn't really see it in OKC because he got a chance to get money in Houston. So I don't really think nothing really went bad. They wouldn't match it.
Right.
So this whole thing, but you can't put a blanket statement out there calling somebody a liar and not give any type of explanation.
Okay, so here's the backstory on Daryl Morey and James Harden's relationship.
Okay.
Daryl Morey has always backed up the money truck for James Harden because James Harden was his star. He was his star in Houston. No matter what was going on as far as behind the scenes, James Harden was delivering with nobody on that team besides Clint Capella was his finisher, early, and then of course he had the year with Chris Paul where they almost went to the West. They almost went to the finals, right? To say what you want to say about James Harden, the knock with James Harden is that he was never able to deliver in the big game, right? But he got to the big game. James Harden consistently has been a MVP caliber player for the past 5 or 6 years. And this
8 years.
And this 8 years. And this last year, where he wasn't asked to take the scoring load, so he just led the league in assists.
Right.
Yeah.
So, with all that being said, with the record that James Harden's had, right, he mysteriously took a $15 million pay cut last year.
That's the reason why I feel like.
So exactly. So we got a $15 million pay cut, and the narrative was that James Harden was for the first time being a team guy. That's how we got the PJ Tucker contract away from Miami. Okay. That's how we got Daniel House. When you saw all of those weird Houston signings, all those Houston-like players coming over to Philly, that's because the agreement and with the wink and a nod and a handshake was you take this cut now, I'm gonna max you out on the back end because you got 208 with this new CBA coming. Because if you're not a first teamer, you're an all-star. You're hitting these checkpoints that you got to get the super max, right? Okay. So boom, we get the roster we want. Joel Embiid gets the MVP because James Harden's been feeding him all year. If we want to talk about it, that game, 6 implosion they had does not happen if James Harden doesn't have a magnificent game 5.
Yes.
40 ball, correct? 40 and 10?
45.
40 something ridiculous, right? In Boston, right? So now James Harden has done everything that he was supposed to do on his end. Suns bring a championship to Philly, right? It's time for Daryl Morey to pay up on his end. And James Harden has what contract?
Right.
So here we are with when in China, publicly about his ongoing situation with the Philly, with the 76ers, he said, well, here's your answer. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never play for an organization that he is a part of.
I will say this, and I know I'm off camera on it. As a professional, and I'm going to ask this question, I want y'all to go around with it. As a professional, do you think that was the right place to announce the business of basketball in that setting?
Yes, because James Harden is also angling for his next phase in his career.
Yes, sir.
Which is to play in China. Because he's going to make a ton of money for probably 10 more years playing in China in a good league, but a lesser league than the NBA. You know what I mean? And so he's like, I don't need the NBA, because he understands that the NBA kind of is throwing him in the trash because he's older.
It's the style of play, that they don't really. The NBA has been trying to move. Okay, and this is to get off on a tangent or whatever, but the league made a very, very different switch after that Kings Lakers Western Conference Finals matchup, where we could have gone team or we could have gone stars. And when the Lakers won that championship, the league has been star driven since then. Because if the Kings won that championship, you have to promote Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, Jason Williams as a unit, as opposed to just promoting Kobe and Shaq with individual efforts. Because it's undeniable. Kobe and Shaq are undeniable, but to preach that team concept would have been a completely different aspect for the league.
So, and if his contract wasn't guaranteed or a wink and a shake, I think James Harden goes out there and gets 35 points a game.
Oh, facts.
Because now he's playing for the rest of the league. You see what I'm saying? He goes out and gets 35 points a game. Now it fucks my team up.
Yeah.
Because now we go from legitimate contender for, probably Eastern Conference Finals to
easily
just a middle of the road,
just a team with a star now.
Make the playoffs maybe type of team.
And that's if Embiid doesn't ask out.
That's true. I think that you have to. The problem is,
there's no way in hell that happens.
The problem is the
no
league.
Way.
Why is there no way that happens?
Because that gives too much of a credence to the inmates who are running the asylum.
They are already there. They are.
No. About 7 to 8 dudes run the league. But if everybody else can get what they want, it becomes a different thing. Yes, an MVP can dictate where he goes, but he's not going anywhere. They don't get James out of there, and they go in peace.
Who's the 7 or 8 dudes that you feel are doing that?
That can do that?
Yeah.
Well, the number one culprit is LeBron James. Okay. It's Kevin Durant. After that, we can go. If Steph wanted to shake things up.
The reason why I'm saying that is because Kyrie Irving just did the same thing.
100%.
He's not one of the 7 or 8 top dudes in the league that can control that narrative. So stars can go where they want to go.
I see. Yeah, but also Kyrie and Kevin Durant just controlled the franchise for the past 2 years.
I was mad at Damian Lillard.
Mad at Dame?
Because Dame, all he had to do was say, I want to go to Philly.
No, he ain't going there.
We could have got Dame.
I won't be there.
James could get out of here. And, because James don't want to be there. You see what I'm saying? If you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there. I can't make you want to be here. You see what I'm saying? I need somebody that's going to want to be here and play with Embiid.
It's funny because both of those guys are the ones who are dictating where they want to go. James Harden has a very, very short list, like one team he wants to go to, and the same for Dame Lillard.
Where does he want to go?
Clippers. Yeah, James wants to go back there. He wants to go to LA. He wants to play with the Clippers.
So James Harden wants Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George.
Facts.
No, he actually wants to play with Russ.
Russ is still
there.
Yeah. Russ is still there?
And you know what's crazy? The narrative on Russ is that he's the best teammate anybody's ever had.
He want to go play with Russ?
Except for LeBron James.
Well, because Russell needs the ball. These are only leaders that have clashed at a Russell Westbrook team is Russ and LeBron. I wonder why they clash. Let me guess. Both of them need the ball.
Yeah, and Westbrook
and Russ is actually more of a point guard.
Yeah, and West can't shoot, so that hurts too. You can't sit in the corner and wait for the ball with.
Russ is a big mystery to me because He used to have one of the best pull-ups. I don't know just how he lost it. Like it's ridiculously bad. I don't know what happened.
I think that came with the athleticism. Like, you know, that's a tick down. That stop and pop ain't there no more. You know, he can get the rolling. I watched him for a whole year with Washington. And that was another thing that Bradley Beal said, that he was watching practice one day. He said Westbrook had just got to the team, watched the practice. He said they went up the floor about 6 or 7 times. And he walked out in the middle of the floor and stopped. And he said, yo, that's Bradley Beal right there, yo. He said he's first team, all-star, 29 points a game last year. How y'all been back and forth down the court 6 or 7 times and he ain't touched the ball? Get y'all shit together. And from that point in time, the Wizards became a playoff team. And the same thing in Houston, and the same thing could have happened in LA, but there was just a clash but you saw what happened with the playoffs with Westbrook's role for the Clippers. He said that Westbrook could have gotten money anywhere else he went. The Clippers just gave him all they could because that's where he wanted to be. That's why Westbrook's contract was so small going into this year.
So Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard,
and Paul George.
If that happens to go, I'm not going to say how much it moves the needle, but they have a lot of names.
Does it make them better than the Suns? Does it make them better than the Warriors?
I don't know.
I still got to see the Suns, man.
Yeah, because
I got to see the Suns.
I like Bradley Beal.
Bill's going to be running the one.
I like the Suns, but the reason I like the Clippers better is because they got two-way players. Like, they play defense.
Yeah, Bill don't play a lick of
defense. Like, who playing defense on
Bradley Beal don't play no defense.
Who playing defense?
KD is a willing defender. Ayton protects the hole.
But the problem with the Suns is, will they be healthy?
Yeah. That's the same problem with the Clippers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem with both of those teams. That's why a team like the Warriors, the Lakers, and the defending champions are still there.
Denver might go back.
Denver lost
their glue guy. Lost Bruce Bowen.
Bruce Brown?
Yeah, Bruce Brown is a...
Who did they pick up?
Nobody. He was a free agent.
I guess.
Yeah, no. Christian Brown's supposed to step up from this year.
They'll find somebody.
You got to understand. Yeah. Christian Brown. What's his name? Is it Christian Brown? I'm talking about a kid from Kansas, right? Yeah, he's a lottery pick. He's
Brown,
the white boy. Yeah.
So
what I'm saying is,
I don't really like what
he has all the room to take that role. Is what I'm saying.
That was a big loss for Denver.
Oh, huge.
He did work
huge. Yes, he did.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did work. He did work.
I liked him in Brooklyn.
See, but the thing about being a glue guy, there's other glue guys in the league.
True, which is why I said that I feel like
the glue guys in the league.
The white boy can step up in that spot.
But he wasn't a glue guy. He was a 6-man. There's not a whole lot of other 6-men that come in and give you production.
I would say, you look up and he got 15, 22 or something. Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's a dog.
When I sit Murray down, when I sit Joker down, like...
And honestly and truly,
12 points real quick.
That was Denver's, that was really what they gave it. It was relentless. They just started beating your ass a different way, but it was like there was no drop off in what they were doing. It's a huge loss for them.
Yo, take us out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you once. I'm just
oh, y'all ain't know that was 51 right there. That's 51 on the list. That's 51. That's 51.
So we got little brother back.
Yes, sir.
95% is still doing what he does, and Willie Negro. So these episodes we got some nice episodes really coming your way, and just keep following us. Instagram, Oshin149, Ocean's View. It'll pop up because not too many other people on there, and everybody else. And we gonna get up out of here. Peace.
Get the motherfucking grand.